I just got out of the dentist. You know how horrible that is when you have a big mouth. And that's how we discovered that it was my brother, because he died in a horrific fire and couldn't identify his body through his DNA. My brother had to be identified by his dental records. This story is really opening myself up to why I love gardening. It saved me from depression when my brother died. The truth behind all of these videos, the truth behind my channel, is that there's a bigger story to tell. I thought that maybe I could be productive as I tell you the story. I'm going to stain a bench that I recently made. Take a look. Actually, I did not make the bench alone. Our family friend and neighbor, Jeff, helped me. Don't know why this is so difficult for me to tell this story. Maybe because it brings a lot of emotion and I don't want to get sappy. 2014. My mother was turning the big 6-0. We were going to go to Orlando to celebrate it because we didn't want to have a party, and so it was just going to be us kids and her and my brother Manny. I thought he was going to go, but then he said no, he wasn't going to go because he was working on a documentary called By Clantis. He was going to actually not be able to make it because he needed to fund the By Clantis project, and he was going to go out there and work. While we were in Orlando, we got a phone call. I remember it vividly. It was my stepdad, and my stepdad said, Manny is missing. They don't know anything, but he's missing. So we immediately packed our bags and left Orlando back to Georgia, where I lived. We just were desperate to find flights. You know, my family's originally from Indiana. We grew up there, and we're finding flights to Indiana as if that would solve something, right? Like, it's the next thing. What else do you do? 7 years ago. Wow. Can't even believe it. I actually can talk about it now because I haven't over many years been able to talk about it this calmly. Everybody was trying to help, frantic. Nobody could believe it. Everybody was in shock, and we just couldn't figure out what we needed to do. What do you do? What do you do when a person goes missing other than make phone calls, think of things, think of the last thing the person said to you, and try to investigate whatever. He was working at a gig, and it's a music festival that apparently happens every summer, and oh, there's a hummingbird. I wish you could have seen it. I always said that whenever I see hummingbirds, that my brother was there. Oh my gosh. Whew. This wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, so he went missing. Oh, hold on. Well, that was way more intense than I planned. Anyway, and here I said that it was been 7 years and I can finally talk about it. He died on May 15th and we didn't know. All the time that we were in Orlando, he was already gone. When that happened, I could barely get out of bed. I remember, like, when everything was going on and everybody was grieving, I was the strong one. I was the one that was the pillar holding everybody together. But then there came a time where everybody goes home, everybody goes back to their regular life, and you're left with that emptiness of that person that's gone. Your new reality. And I know that many of you know what that is like, unfortunately, because life is like that. It's a cycle, and we all have to be born and we have to die. When that happened, I actually told God, I don't know if I believe in you. Slowly, I was able to get out into the garden. Day by day, maybe 5 minutes at a time, just go out and kind of feel the breeze. Or the next day I would get up and maybe it was 10-15 minutes. And then till, all of a sudden it was an hour. The garden and the plants and the birds and the butterflies and everything talked to me. Now I think it was God talking to me. I just would ask questions like, why do people have to die? And then I would look at a beautiful flower. It would be a beautiful, beautiful flower. There's flowers that only last one day. And I would be like, why it's so beautiful, but it's only gonna last one day. Daylilies are called daylilies because of that. They only last one day. And there's many, many flowers that don't last very long, maybe a week, a day. Some of them will last just 3 months, a month. I mean, they're different, right? Just like humans, how we have like longevity, that varies. When I looked at the garden, I felt like all the answers were there. You know, the life cycle became intuitive as to, yes, there is a God, and the God that created you, your family, and these flowers, and the air you're breathing, and the sky you're looking at, and the universe that you don't even understand. I felt just like what happened with the hummingbird right now. I kept feeling like little nudges. It was very comforting at a time I needed comfort. And I really think it's the garden that saved me. My brother had told me, Cynthia, you need to leave a legacy behind. And your legacy needs to be your expression, the expression of you. So whatever it is that you can leave your kids, your family members, anybody that can pass down this information, you should do it. It needs to be some kind of visual. So some kind of journal, some kind of cookbook. If you happen to love something, you love recipes, or you love fishing, or you love whatever it is that you love, you need to pass that down to your future generations. It's your responsibility to your family and to your loved ones. Think about how awesome it feels when you find your grandma's this or your grandpa's that, right? Or carpentry skills that have little secrets. This sauce was special because my grandmother made it this way. You may think, oh, I don't have anything special. Bullcrap. You sure do have something that is inspiring to others. Let me tell you something else. We don't know the day or the hour. Before my brother died, I had told him, I said, you know what, Manny, I want to create a YouTube channel. And it would be nice, because he was a videographer, obviously. And I was like, you know, if you could help me create my YouTube video, it would be awesome. And I would really like that. And he said, just do it. You don't need me. Just do it. Just freaking do it. Like, stop talking about it and do it. And I didn't do it for many, many, many years. When YouTube came out, I wanted to create a channel. I was too scared, too self-conscious about what other people would think about me. I mean, I can't even believe I'm out here creating a video looking like this. Just sitting here with all my crap out, and me crying, and all this, being real with you. I never thought I could do this. And here I am. My thing is gardening. I love to design. I love to plant. It brings me so much joy. And you should find whatever your joy is and live it. And I mean, live it to the max. And so that everyone knows, wow, that's like, it's your mantra. Whatever it is that is yours, that is authentic to you, that you don't have to create videos. I'm telling you, however you want to do it, but leave something for your kids. Leave something for your kids, your grandkids, and your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids. They're going to love you for it, and they're going to love their history, their story. You are part of their story. I had a wild range of emotions with this video. I hope that you watch the video about the bench. Watch my other videos if you want to be inspired by gardening. Think about what I said about your legacy. Share in the comments. What is that legacy you want to leave behind? Hoping also that we're creating a deeper connection, because what I really want to do with this channel is bigger than just gardening. And hopefully somebody can relate to all this. I love you guys.